Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you It's week 2 of the 2024 season, and we'll see Zach Wilson. He comes in third in the league in passing touchdowns. It's the Giants and the Commanders, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Glad you could join us, everyone. Alongside Brock Hewitt up in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And this contest isn't quite the level matchup that typical good games are born from, partner. One side clearly favored over the other.
Yeah, well, you know where this comes from? A trap game, that's where this comes from. Yeah. In any sport, from the NFL to basketball to soccer, playing at home, we know this can be the great equalizer that gives the steepest underdogs a fighting chance, and you can feel it in the building today.
I was going to say, you can already hear this home crowd rallying in support of that upset. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Running back sent in motion. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the stick.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked by Derek Forrest. And the Commanders are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Hits him on the out route. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
From the 16. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to tuck it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Deshaun Watson with the touchdown. PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Return coming from the 6. Just inside the 25 on the return. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 now. Complete to Pearsall. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. Beckham there to grab it. And this one doesn't go far. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. He has it on the QB sneak. And he touches him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Running right, it's Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Well, now this is certainly going to make 2nd and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. Give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. It's going to make it a more difficult now second goal situation.
And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Wilson. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
First and 10. Out, go.
They'll start the drive with Eckler. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. They're going to toss it to Eckler. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
At 31.
Out of the gun, here's Watson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
They're set. 9 of go.
They'll motion Brown right.
9 of go.
3rd down give to Eckler. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
This is set.
From the gun, Watson. Got his target, it's Zacchaeus. And out of bounds. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and that brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants are out for another look alongside QB Zach Wilson. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Complete to Beckham. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down. Wilson now from the gun. Caught by the open man. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Wilson now, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Trying again following the sack. Connection made to Beckham. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and long. Browns kick is up and good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for him that could have postseason implications down the line. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Watson working in the pistol. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Working from the gun, Watson. Has a man, it's Brown. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Sticking to the air with Watson. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has it down close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Eckler. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Watson looking to throw. Flush down out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Watson has it, third and goal. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a second quarter lead. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain for being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used a pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. He gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Return starts at the 9. This return makes it up to the 25. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call. 1-844-MADDEN. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Giants have a lot of work to do for any points before the break. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth down punt upcoming, and here's Presley Harvin to put his leg into it. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made a little shy of midfield. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Watson on first and 10. He gets this one to McLaurin. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They gain 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. Watson. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 20. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Here's Watson to the air. He's on the move. Step up, and there he goes. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal. Watson now. Flushed out of the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Leading 10 yards now as they line up at second and goal. Throwing is Watson. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the pressure drives them backwards.
To borrow from my buddies in the game of golf, this may be the time where you're playing for par. Forget about birdies and forget about that touchdown. Now it's about recouping some of this lost yardage and feeling good about yourself and making sure, at a minimum, you get 3 on the board.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the 3rd quarter. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. Broke through the tackle. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. 2nd and 3 now. Running with Eckler again. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. 3rd and just 2 to go. Staying with Eckler. Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call, contact bout.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Motion man left is Brown. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Play action, it's Watson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They get 18 yards out of it, and a new set of...
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Watson now off play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. Carlson's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed here to Pickens. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They give to Barkley, left side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. They go to Barkley again. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Completed to his running back. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. Runs inside the 35. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. They get 38 out of the play. And the Commanders will have a first. On the run, it's Eckler. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Option play, here's a give to Eckler. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Carlson's kick is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Has this at the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Giants and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to... And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Oh, his back's got it deep down the left sideline. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side.
Nice block. Let's go. What a block.
No further.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Once more, it's Wilson. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps Well, he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 32. Ertz reels it in. And he gets it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Yeah.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Trying to inside handoff to Eckler. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Eckler running dead ahead. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throwing off the play fake here. Chased out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
Jabril! Let's go! Come on! Thank God!
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. Now here comes the New York offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Wilson moving fast here. Back now, pressure on its way. Connects on the crosser. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Trying to work as fast as possible. Wilson on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running left. This is Barkley.
Oh my God, how did I get hit there?
This all the way down to the 17-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. From the red zone now. This ball's caught by Pickens. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow.
What?
And he is dicing them.
Offense in the hurry up now.
No.
With Barkley. Has the New York
Let's go. Oh my god, I'm getting my fucking ass kicked, babe.
Making a 4-point game here in the fourth. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. And he connects
Oh, something.
another kick
Something.
field goal to tie this game in the fourth. Raleigh's set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Brings in the kick at the 9. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Commanders set to take over. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Watson working in the pistol. Flushed out of the pocket.
Come on!
So was the defense, and they take him down. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying again, following the sack. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the gun, Watson. Throw complete to Eckler. And they crush him right
That's
near
the
the
96
marker.
overall
First cross,
linebacker.
but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. Trying an option play, headed left. And they'll bring him down after a pretty
What would I do
short
without you,
gain.
bro?
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Watson. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. On the give, here's Eckler. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
That's complete. Here's Brown. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. He'll throw it.
Come on!
They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series. Don't tell the defense, because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a
Just need 3.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion left. On 1st down, it's Wilson. It's taken in by Washington. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Giants down by only 3. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. He's back to throw. Forced out to his right.
Ricky! Ricky!
He has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Back to throw. Getting out to his left. He's running with it. And he's out of bounds.
Let's go, Ricky. Let's go, Ricky.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here he is to throw.
No! Damn, Zach!
First down, okay. No luck connecting. It's incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
He'll look to throw it. Complete to Beckham. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Barkley gets it on third down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Setting up to pass. That throw finds Pickens. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Connection made to Beckham. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down throw from Wilson. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Clock is at 3 seconds, and we've got a timeout because 3 points is all that's needed to force that overtime frame. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. A very short kick here from the right hash. Looking good, and it's through. And at the buzzer, they forced overtime. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see 1 possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on. And
Tails never fails.
And if we're still tied,
Give me that
after
rock.
those 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Return starts at the 9. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
All right.
The Giants about to get to work on offense. And they fought hard, not just against their opponents on the field, Brock, but the tens of thousands of opponents in the stands. And it's led them to a chance to now silence everybody here in overtime. First down, a run with Barkley.
Oh.
16 on the pickup. And the Giants will have a first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Pickens motioning left. Wilson now, 1st and 10. First down pass, set away by a defender, incomplete.
to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Oh!
And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Throwing on third, Wilson. The 28 before the defense halts it. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Sticking in the air with Wilson. Able to get it to Barkley. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive.
Give me a hell. Give me a yeah.
The 7-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal. On the draw, it's Barkley. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's second and goal from the 6. Slot man motioned over. Wilson now from the gun. On the move, headed right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. He's on the move.
Oh, I should have tried it.
An empty wrapper. He just throws that one away. Big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. This from just 23 yards away. It's good. The kick sails through. And the pressure now applied to that opposing sideline.
The important part, they've got the lead here in overtime after the short field goal. But with how close they got, the touchdown was in play. You gotta hope that you can get the stop here and not live to regret that series stalling out.
Out comes the Commander offense for another series. Their defense held at least a little, Brock, but the pressure is still on. They need a field goal to keep this game going or a touchdown to end it.
And I can promise you right now, lie detector test in that huddle, every single one of those guys have asked, says, I want a touchdown. I'm not even thinking of a field goal. That should be your mindset to go finish this game right now.
First and 10. Here's Watson. It's caught. Eckler. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is
Oh, shit, sweetie. I fucking sold.
This time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
In a good spot here, second and inches. Working from the gun, Watson. Into traffic, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All right, all set up now, first and 10. Play action, it's Watson. Make it.
Yes! Yes!
Where I tell you.
And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Got his target, it's Zacchaeus. And he pushes
Oh,
this down
no.
to the 2-yard line.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route or what? You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
I lost.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Hand off now to Eckler. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. And they'll be unable to stop the clock again here in overtime. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. Here's an important kick now for Dustin Hopkins. This from just 23 yards away. The kick is good. He got it. And we're going to keep on keeping on here in overtime.
All right, officially, the next score wins this game, and they hope they'll get another chance to make that score because right there, well, they had a shot to win it with a touchdown. Instead, they had to settle for tying it up.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Wilson. He'll get this to Samuel. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. So after a year in which we saw